have log root 392. So the first thing we have to do here is to reduce this big value, and that can be done by dividing, starting from the lowest. This number, since the last digit is even, so automatically even number will divide the number. So let's try 2. 2 in this, we have 1, 19, 2 in 19, 9, 1, 2 in 12, that's 6. So we can still use 2 again. 2 in this, 9, 8. 2 in this, 49. Then 2 can no longer divide that because the last digit is odd. So we are meant to use an odd number. An odd number that would be suitable here would be 7. 7 in 49, 7. Then 7 again gives 1. So automatically, that means if you have to express 392 as a product of its prime number this time around, because all these numbers are prime numbers. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 times 7. So automatically, if we are to express it in index form, it will be 2 raised to power 3 times 7 raised to power 2. So we've been able to reduce this 392. Then we can go back and say log root 2 raised to power 3 times 7 raised to power 2 will definitely give us that. And remember, one of the rules of SOP is that when you have log root m, it might not be log, we have root m times n. It can be root m times root n. That is the first rule in sort. So we can apply that rule here, and by applying the rule, we have log root 2 raised to power 3. Then that will also be times root 7 raised to power 2. And remember that in logarithm, multiplication is addition. So automatically we can write this as log 2 root 3 into half, because root means half, then plus log 7 raised to power 2 also half. That is the law of logarithm. So automatically, if I want to express it, I can express this one as log 2 raised to power 3 over 2. Then this one will be plus log, this one will be 7 over 2 times half, and let's these two cancel this. Then this one can be expressed as 3 over 2 log 2 plus this one can be log 7, because 7 raised to power 1 is 7. So the rule that is applied here is, remember that log m raised to power p is the same thing as saying p log n. So automatically I can express this. And remember that in the question gave us h to be log 2 and k to be log 7. So automatically I can say that since log 2 is h, so automatically I can write 3 over 2h for this plus k. So therefore log 3 log root 392 is 3 over 2h plus k. So I've been able to use the concept of sort and logarithm to express log root 392 in terms of h and k. The question still moves further to tell us that we should find x such that log x equals to 4h minus k over 2. Now the B part of question 5. Find x such that log x x equals to 4h minus k over 2. So we are given this equation, log x equal to 4h minus k over 2. So the first thing we have to do is to make it linear. And if we are to make it linear, we make this one fraction and cross multiply. So we cross multiply this, we make it linear. Then we have 2 log x equals to 4h minus k. And since our log 2 is h, our log 7 is k, we can substitute that. Then we have 2 log x, 4, our h is log 2, minus k, our k is log 7. Then here we have log x squared. So it's allowed in logarithm. This comes to this. Then this one also can be log 2 raised to power 4 minus log 7. Then this one is log x squared, which is now equals to log 2 raised to power 4 will definitely give us 16 minus log 7. And the second law of logarithm, we state that log a divided by b is the same thing as saying log a minus log b. We have to apply that here. And if we apply that, we have log x squared equal to log 16 over 7. Then this log can cancel out. Then we have x squared equals to 6 over 7. Then our x will definitely be plus or minus square root of 16 over 7. And this is x equals to plus or minus square root of 16 over square root of 7. Then our x will definitely be plus or minus square root of 16 is 4, and square root of 7 is going to give us a decimal, so we can leave it this way. And by the concept of rationalization, we can rationalize this. As we are to rationalize this, automatically we just say 4 over root 7 multiplied by root 7 over root 7. Then 4 times root 7 will give us 4 root 7. 4 root 7. Then root 7 times root 7, that gives us root 49. And root 49 is 7. So automatically our final answer, which is the value of x, will be plus or minus 4 root 7 over 7. Arithmetic of Finance. So this is another topic, which is the third topic under this SS3 syllabus. Now we are to talk about simple interest. The parameters connected with simple interest are the principal, the rates, and time. And there is a fundamental formula connecting this parameter. You have interest, which is the simple interest, equals to PTR over 100. This is an important formula in these aspects of mathematics. Now we have to see examples to justify the significance of this formula. Example 1, calculate the amount if simple interest is paid yearly at 12% per annum for 3 years on a principal of 150,000. So in mathematics, whenever we have to answer any question, the first thing we have to do is to write down our parameters. So we are meant to write down our parameters. If you look at the way this question is structured, we have to calculate the amount. And you know that the relationship between amount and the principal is amount equals to principal plus interest. We have our amount to be principal plus interest. And in the shortened form, we have our amount to be P plus I. So if you know our principal, we know our interest. All we need to do is to add the principal and interest, then we'll determine our amount. So here we have the question asks us to determine our amount. If the simple interest is paid yearly at the rate, we have a rate is given to us to be 12%. Then we have the time, which is 3 years. We have the time 3 years. On the principal is also given to be 150,000 naira. 150,000 naira. So that means we have to employ this formula, which is interest equals to PTR over 100. So here we have interest to be equal to principal. Where is the principal? Principal is 150,000 times the time. The time is 3 years times the rate. The rate is 12%. So automatically that one goes down, we have 100. So here we have to use our electronic device to determine the result. Here we have 150,000 times 3 times 12 divided by 100. Then we have 54,000. The answer here is 54,000. So we have our interest to be 54,000 naira. And since we have calculated our interest, then we know that amount is equal to principal plus interest. So automatically our amount will definitely be, what is our principal? Our principal here is 150,000 plus the interest, which is 54,000. So automatically this will give us amount to be, we add this up, we have 150,000, we have 54,000, that will be 0, 0, 0.